if
Yeah.
you're in the area.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, I am just going to admit a couple more people here, and let me just share. Second, do the spotlight. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining me here. This is my weekly self-publishing Q&A, and I do this every week for authors who are just looking to learn a little bit more about self-publishing. They're not quite sure where to go, who to talk to, whether or not they're able to find the information they need. And Google is not the best approach. There's also a lot of predatory publishers out there. And so this is my solution to try to serve the author community, to be here and to help host these events. Just open Q&A. Come and join me any Wednesday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern. And I am live here on Zoom for those of you who maybe are catching this on YouTube, because I am streaming it there. You can come and join me live on Zoom. Just go to aprilcox.com/Zoom and you can join us live if you prefer. Today, I am really excited to talk a little bit about some changes that are happening with my program. So again, my name is April Cox. I am the founder and creator of Self-Publishing Made Simple. I am a children's book author and have helped more than 1,500, probably now it's more than 1,600 authors to self-publish their books. And I am not I'm publishing my own books under Little Labradoodle Publishing. I'm not a hybrid publisher. I am truly someone who teaches others how to self-publish. And also I have courses and I have programs that are here to do exactly that. So we've got a couple of things that are going on with our programs that I just wanted to celebrate and to kind of explain, because it's a little complicated in an email and I'm really excited about it. And I hope that you guys are too. But I'm looking forward to getting your thoughts and ideas as I run through this. So I'm just going to share for a moment here and put up my okay, I got other people coming in, so bear with me if you see me clicking off for a second. So my website is selfpubmadesimple.com, and I have two basic programs that are really the lion's share of what I offer for self-publishing. The first one is the 90-day way, which is my 12 weeks for children's book authors to go from having a completed manuscript to a self-published book. It is something that I have run probably going on 6 years now. And every time we run this, we completely, we go through and take the feedback we get from authors, figuring out where people get stuck, and then we create and tweak the program to make it better. And so some of what I'm talking about that is changing is affecting the 90-day way. We still have the course and all of this is, the self-publishing vault with all the tools and all of the templates and everything that you need to self-publish a children's book. But I am also adding what we've decided to do in the previous version of the 90-day way, earlier this year, up until today, or actually we're changing it as of April 1st. You had 90 days, right? So we would meet twice a week and we would go through the 90-day process with you and kind of do the hand holding. We have decided to open it up to provide more support, more hand holding, and include my my just a huge upgrade to the live support that's offered to authors. The same thing with the online program, which is my mastermind. So I'm just going to go to my self-publishing mastermind program, and bear with me because I know I'm doing a little bit of a overview here for those who understand the program. But I've got this calendar. So my mastermind started because people would get through my 90-day program and they were like, hey, we don't want to stop with this coaching and support that we have come to rely on. And we really want to do something together. So I created a mastermind group, which met a couple of times a month and continued to take people from published author to then authorpreneur. We focused on some more advanced topics and things of that nature. So as I was going through and just getting feedback from individuals, we had a lot of people asking about author websites, a lot of people inquiring about video marketing, all kinds of different marketing, and Amazon ads. And April, can you do any training on Amazon ads? And all of these other topics were coming up that really just made me feel like there is something that I can do to innovate in this space and help people learn more and be able to come in instead of having, the 90-day way happen twice a year and people have to wait for it. They can come in now anytime. And I'm going to just kind of give you a little bit of an overview here. This same calendar is available for those people who are also in the mastermind. I would anticipate people that are utilizing these weekly live sessions that are at a higher level are going to be connecting with different things like more advanced topics, although they will have access to everything. So let me just kind of talk a little bit about what kinds of things we've got. So all of the blue here, now this is a 1 week calendar. This is a 1 week schedule. All of the blue things are introduction topics. So these are great for my newbies. Writing in office hours with Bobby Hinman. I'm going to try to zoom in on this a little bit. Zoom in. Oh, it doesn't want to let me. Okay, so the writing in office hours with Bobby Hinman, we have an 11 a.m. on Tuesdays. We have writing and editing here at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays with Bobby Hinman as well. So what we tried to do is make sure that there are daytime sessions as well as evening sessions for those that need them. We've got writing, we've got newbie groups that are really geared to help with the intro to self-publishing. And there's Denise is doing an intro group on Tuesdays at noon. We also have website design, a couple of different options here for website design for people that are wrestling with their website and they need a little bit of hand-holding, or maybe they've had somebody create a website for them and they're just having trouble getting in and making little tweaks. So that was another session that we set up. We've got a couple of sessions there. We also have things like video marketing and animation, and how do you use those kinds of things to help market your books. So besides the intro, which are the blue boxes here, all intro sessions, some of them are just open office hours. Some of them are on specific topics like writing and editing, or just have open office hours. The green is for marketing topics. So website, video marketing, Marketing Monday with guest speakers coming in, book marketing open topics that will probably cycle in a few others, Q&A, and I even have my social media manager who is doing some social media management and talking about social media, helping you get set up with your social media on Wednesday evenings. So all of this is just kind of the beginning of it. I also have, as you're preparing to move into launch of your book launch, I have one of my team members, Leslie, is doing book launch discussions and using Canva to create some of the materials that you need for book launch. We also have some templates and things we'll be sharing with those that are part of that session. I've got some sessions where I'm going to be working with folks and answering questions on your print on demand setup. So if you're having trouble setting up Amazon or Ingram Spark, you need help with keywords or categories, this session here is a 2-hour session where I'm just going to be there to help people that drop into those sessions. We also have my design lead, Praise Saffler, has a session on Friday mornings for people who have questions about design and formatting of their books. So she is going to be there to answer questions there. And I have some pre-launch preparations where I'll be going through my launch checklist, answering questions for people who have, just some anxiety or angst around launching and some questions that they need to have a little bit of extra hand-holding around that. And finally, the more advanced topics are in pink here, where I have some authorpreneur topics, open office hours. So as people get into the more advanced things like, should I get an LLC? And how do I do that? Do I need a trademark? Where do I go to get a trademark? I'm trying to set up Amazon ads and I'm having problems. Can you help me with that? Maybe it's Advantage and trying to understand the Advantage program. So I have all of these advanced topics that I have peppered through the calendar as well for those that are more on the mastermind, who have already kind of scheduled or are already live with their books, and they need some additional help to continue to drive sales forward. So this huge, I put this together with the help of my team. I've been so fortunate in developing an amazing team of coaches and web developers, designers, and these individuals have joined me in making themselves available to our students in a way that is going to make this more evergreen for people that come in, or to basically allow you to drop in where you are and be able to move forward from there. So before I go and talk a little bit more about the programs themselves, I just want to open it up for questions on the calendar. Does anybody have any questions on this? Go ahead.
Are you going to do away with the Q&As then on Wednesdays?
Nope, I still have self-publishing Q&A for free on Wednesdays, and that will stay. This session, I'm going to always have this session free for people, and that will, be my service to the author community.
Okay.
I have a question. I typed in the chat. Can anyone join this even if you haven't published a book, just as a learning tool? And then if so, like I work all day, so if I can't attend something, would there be something like to get information about this stuff, or will it probably come in the evening sometime? Some of the stuff's in the mornings and daytime.
Yeah, so what I would recommend connecting with some of the intro topics at the beginning. But my answer to the question is yes, you can utilize this to learn at your own pace. And that was one of the bits of feedback that I got from others who said, I love your 90-day way course, but I need to take it at my own pace, or I need to go faster or slower or whatever. And they needed to be able to jump in whenever they could. Now, while while I think that my course would be really helpful for you, the 90-day way has, video lessons, and it takes you through every step of the journey. And then also includes live access to all this information. So all this live support you get for free when you're part of my self-publishing course. So I think that would be the best option for somebody that's brand new. However, I've designed it in a way that if you don't want to go through the video lessons and you prefer to just have this live hand holding, it is made available so that you could just sign up for the mastermind and be a part of those mastermind meetings and plug into the areas where that makes sense for you.
Well, that'd be great.
Wonderful.
I have a couple of questions.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So I guess first of all, you're saying this is the new mastermind, right? So because I'm thinking this is what I might need to sign up for.
Yeah.
I never signed up necessarily for the mastermind before. I know it came with my package when I get, for a few months when I first got it years ago, but I never signed up after that. And I remember them having like guest speakers. So is that no longer, I do see a little part down at the bottom that says guest speakers for marketing. So is that changed in some way? And then my second question is, I definitely know I want to buy the book, and I've been waiting for the edits on the book. I know you said you had to do some edits. So I'm just wondering when that'll be available as well. Thank you.
Okay. So with regard to the mastermind, first of all, for those of you who are already part of my mastermind and you've been a mastermind member right along, I am extending your membership for 2 months of free access to the new program, and you don't have to continue, you don't have to repurchase anything. The pricing is obviously being impacted. If you have an annual membership or you have something that I think it was $179 or so for like a year for the mastermind. And so if you've purchased a year, then you're good. You don't have to worry about any updates because that is going to be available to you. If you did the $17.99 a month, then you'll be receiving an email or a contact from my assistant or me saying, hey, we're changing the way that Mastermind is running. I'm going to extend you for 2 months for free. And then you can decide if you want to join the Mastermind in its new form from here forward. It's going to be $99 a month for people that are joining at that Mastermind level. However, the really amazing thing that's happening right now, and only through the end of the month, because as of April 1st, everything changes. The new schedule starts. So through the end of the month, if you sign up for $99, you'll get a full year. So in other words, you're not going to pay $99 a month. You're going to pay $99 and you're going to get a full year. So that, one of my team members said, why are you doing that, April? So first of all, I want lots of people to serve in this new platform. So I want to encourage anybody who is already a Mastermind member to stay with me, extend your membership. So if let's just say your current Mastermind membership goes through June. So you can actually purchase a membership 1 year that will extend it for 1 year for the $99. So that will allow all of the people who have been with me and gone through so much through this, evolution of my programs, that I want to say thank you. And I want you to come to these sessions. I want you to help me improve them and make them better, as we then also bring new people into the sessions as well. So I know that didn't answer your question, but I wanted to lay that foundation. So if you've already been a part of my programs, just go on and grab the mastermind membership for $99, and you're going to have access to it for a full year. I'm going to just put it in here, selfpubmadesimple.com/mastermind. And as of the April 1st, that won't be available anymore. It's just for all of my people who are engaged with me now. Then it will become it'd be $99 a month, with maybe, a couple of weeks of a trial at the beginning for people that want to try it and see if they like it or not. So that's going to be the answer your question there. And then with regard to the workbook, if you are a former student that has taken my course and you want a copy of the workbook, it is available now. And I'm just giving it to my students at my cost to ship it and print it through Lulu. So it ends up being like $35 with expedited shipping. If you want that, just let me know and just send me an email and I will place the order for you and get that sent out.
Thanks so much. I do have a third question. I'm sorry. So it looks like the highlighted pink, sorry, my throat just went dry. The highlighted pink sessions are by invitation for some, because I see like coach training by invite, or does that just, and I know I'm not doing coach training. so that means more and more advanced.
Let me expand a little bit on this. So I do have some people that I have been training who started as authors with me and who have gone through multiple book launches, and they are now joining my team and are learning how to coach others as using my program. So that's what the coach training is up here. So it's not part of the free support, but I blocked it off so that people that are already in this program, know where to go and when it's happening. And then I have 2 small group ad coaching sessions that are currently already happening that I wanted to make sure people understood that they are there available. And those are small group. I think I have no more than 5 people that attended the group, and we're about halfway through a 12-week program teaching about managing Amazon ads and doing some hands-on stuff. So I'm thinking this kind of thing might continue to be available for people. So I will give, depending on how things go with this small group session, I'll be asking the mastermind, okay, what kinds of things would you like me to focus on and to add small group training for? So I'm looking more for like hands-on stuff, and you will have to have certain experience. For example, for the Amazon ads group, if they hadn't already published and already have been running ads or have at least a basic knowledge, then it would make it very hard to do like the hands-on training. So you might have to have some sort of qualification to do some of the small group sessions that I'm going to be putting on here. Did that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so any other questions about the calendar, or any topics that you don't see here that you would like me to consider that perhaps is not already covered with what we've got here?
I thought of one.
I actually do have one more that is coming. I have an individual who is a self-care coach, who's also an author that I've helped publish a couple of books. And she asked me if it would be something I think that my authors might appreciate for her to come in and do like a 1-hour session maybe not every week, but occasionally on the topic of stress relief and, self-care, the types of things that we need to focus on to make sure that we are balancing work life and all of that other stuff as authors. So that is another one that is potentially going to be on the calendar if there's interest in that as well. Go ahead, Tricia.
I have a question about wide sales, going wide.
Yes,
It
yes.
would be nice to bring people in for that type of thing. And the
Right.
other thing that I am really interested is offset printing.
Okay. Yeah.
How you market that, how you learn about it. So if you have any experts in that, it would be fabulous.
Yeah, I do actually have some folks, and I have one individual that I've had a lot of my authors working specifically with her to talk about offset printing and get quotes, and both in the US and outside the US. So I do have actually set something up to have her come in and talk about that topic. So yes, that will be a part of it. I think the tricky thing for me that I would expect to potentially be just a bit of hiccups when we first start is just the logistics of it all. Because we have a pretty big goal here of
I know.
offering an awful lot. And I look at this and I go, logistically, this could be a little bit of a nightmare. And how well will things work when are people going to know how to access each of the sessions? Will the registration or reminders work well? So that's another reason why I decided that I'm going to start with a irresistible offer to help get people in, and just ask you to be patient with me as we work through whatever comes our way in doing this for authors. And my promise to you is that we will learn quickly. We will try a number of things and we will adopt the things that work the best, and that you will have a voice in growing and helping to make this program even better.
Well, it's no different than what we're doing, trying to learn marketing. None of it's overnight.
Yeah.
So we build it. You'll be building the same way we are.
Yeah, exactly. I've never seen anybody else do this kind of thing.
No, I haven't either.
So I think it's going to be rather innovative, and I like to be a game changer. Joyce, go ahead. I see your hand is raised.
Hi, yes, thank you. And I am new to all this, but this looks very terrific. I know it looks like a lot of work in the background, but it reminds me of I was a teacher. I retired recently as a teacher, teaching during the pandemic on Google. We had the Google Meets similar to Zoom. I just kept one Google Meet session, and the kids would come on and off as for their various classes.
Yes.
So that's a possible suggestion there, so that you don't have whatever it would be, 7-8 Zoom meetings a day.
Right.
I don't know if that would work. But I also would like to know about selling the books directly. I have a website that someone set up for me. I'm not too happy with it, and doesn't have any abilities right now in terms of selling or anything like that, but we'll get there. So right now I don't have the book ready to sell anyway, but selling off Amazon is what I would do.
I love that. Yes. And there's a lot that some of the print on demand folks are doing to try to help with integration and supporting authors with direct sales. So there's that. And then there's, of course, if you're doing offset print, there's a number of ways of, direct sales from your website and things like that. So we are definitely going to be tackling that topic. I love Wix. I know that not everybody does, but that is what I use to run my business. and it is a website, but it is also allows me to do direct sales. It also integrates with Lulu so that if somebody orders one of my books and like my workbook, it will fulfill it through Lulu and ship that. So there's some things that I'm also testing, not just with Lulu, but there's Shopify integrations with some of the print on demand folks, like Lulu does Shopify integration. There's also Shopify and Printful integrations into YouTube, which I thought was really cool because I do a lot with YouTube. And so those are both starting to be available through YouTube so that you can have your videos, and then you can also have the integration to sell direct to people for some of the things that you're doing. So we are going to be talking a lot about that in the website meetings, and also I'm planning on putting some information out there and walking through how I run my business on Wix and how I use it for direct sales, how I use it for other things like managing my customers and fulfilling orders and all kinds of additional things, even right down to the emails that you got that reminded you to come here today. All of that is all integrated through Wix. So I'm going to be talking a little bit more about that. It's kind of the authorpreneur side of things that I do share about. And I think it's quite fantastic. And all of these types of special events, I'm going to be recording them so that people that can't make it live will also have access to go into a special community area to be able to see the recorded sessions that they may have missed. Okay.
Right now, the my website has been set up in WordPress.
Yes.
Doesn't mean I'm married to that. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I also
like it or not.
I have another member of my team, Tammy Lempert, who is a diehard fan of WordPress, and she is so Glaza and I we both. So my Tuesday morning session with Glaza is very big into Wix, but also has WordPress experience. So if you've got questions about either, she's available to answer both. And I also have the website with Design with Tammy. Tammy Lempert is, like I said, she loves WordPress, and that's her preference. She also knows how to do things in Wix and does help with my website as well. So we have people that have varied knowledge on both of the platforms and are able to help when people are getting stuck or just want to ask some questions about how best to move forward.
Great.
Okay. So Quarnian, go ahead. I see your hand is raised. I'm going to have to ask you to take yourself off mute. For some reason, I'm not hearing you. Is your microphone working? Yeah, I'm sorry, Zelkarnian. I'm not hearing you at all. My apologies. Perhaps maybe try to reconnect or connect with your phone. That way we can hear you. For now, I'll come back to you though. So I'm just checking the chat here, and I see Michael. Michael is from my author work group, the 90-Day Way program, and I surprised that group with a year-long membership to the mastermind for free, and just said, I want you to help me make it better. So Michael's excited for it. And Michael's got some great things going on. Yeah, this is really about state-of-the-art support and help for authors and keeping those predatory publishers at bay so that people can learn and grow and get the help that they need and deserve without falling prey to any of these folks that are just crazy. It's a big leap for my business. And it's certainly going to be a challenge, but I am really excited about it. Go ahead, Michael. I see your hand.
Yeah, I just wanted to vouch for April to everybody that I'm thoroughly enjoying the class. This isn't even a regular session. I just drop in to listen to see if I can pick up anything
Me
I
too.
haven't heard of yet. But I learned so much already. And now that it's going to be extended for an entire year, and I get to pick and choose exactly what I want to learn, is the best part. What we do now is great. It's an open forum, but if I want to know website, I go to the website session. If I want to know A plus content, I go to the A plus content section. I think it'll be a lot better. And I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, for me, it's about like getting that just in time help that you need, and having all of these sessions happening within a week. It's not like you have to wait, months before your particular session comes up. So I think that's going to be amazing. Thank you, Michael. Looking forward to following along with your journey, and I'm loving what I'm seeing so far.
But it's not going to follow that same format every week, is it?
It is going to, yes, it is going to be the
Oh.
same topics. So if, like, for example, if you are working on a website and you drop into that website time where my website designer is there answering questions, it's for all things website related. I mean, she might have a specific topic to talk about, but she's going to leave a lot of time for Q&A and allow people to help decide, okay, what do we need to be talking about here? And how can I help you? Like, one topic that I've asked her to start with is search engine optimization. Like, if you have a website, how can we make sure that our books and our author information comes up on Google? Like, what do we need to know about that? I have no idea. And there are some people, another thing that she mentioned is that she does have a number of my authors that have come to her for website design, and she's helped them. Some of them I pushed out templates that then Glaza helped them with. And then they go in and they try to tweak it themselves. And then she gets this like urgent, I think my website just blew up and it's all my fault. Can you help me? And so she said, I want to help show authors how to maintain their site without the overwhelm. And so that is something that she wants to help them with, so that they don't have that frustration of, oh my God, now what do I do? And the way that we've designed these sessions, if somebody's there and they're having a problem with something, I can see her saying, why don't you share your screen? Show me what show me what the issue is. And she can kind of walk them through. And of course, we'll have to see how that works and how many people are showing up to certain sessions.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that some sessions are going to be very popular. Others, maybe we won't have too many people coming to those sessions and we'll have to rethink it. So we'll see how it evolves over the next, but yes, I want people to know that if they need help on editing their manuscript, they can drop into a certain time or a few different time slots that they know that they're going to have an editor there with tons of experience to be able to answer their questions. Hi, Doris, welcome. If you have any specific questions that I have not yet covered. Oh, just want to make sure that I go over the price of the program. So for those who want to be in on the April 1st start for the 90-day way, I've got a couple of really exciting bonuses and pluses that I'm throwing out there. So my 90-day way program is $19.99, so $1,999, and it is a 3-month program. But because we are starting this brand new thing, you have a discount of $500 if you sign up before the end of the month. So $14.99. And I'm going to double the support. So you're going to get, instead of 3 months of all this live support, you're going to get 6 months. So that is going to hopefully bring people forward. So that is going to give you all of the course, the self-publishing vault, and all the things you need to learn self-publishing, and include free access to this huge calendar filled with support, live support and hand-holding every step of the way. So if that is something that interests you, you can go to the website at selfpubmadesimple.com. That's the program that Michael mentioned, and he's gone through, and many of my other authors are here as well. And for the mastermind folks, as I mentioned, it is going to be $99 a month as of April 1st. But if you sign up before the end of this month, you're going to get a whole year for the price of just 1 month. So 1 year of mastermind, unlimited. And there's like 35 sessions here a week that you can drop into, one or more, and get the hand holding and the self-publishing assistance that you need to be successful with your self-publishing. So any questions, any other topics? I'm fine to talk about other topics as well. And we have probably another, I'll stay for another 10 minutes or so before I drop. But this has been, I'll also gonna check on YouTube here and see if we've got any questions on the YouTube side as well. Okay, John, my friend who loves to come on with my Wednesday sessions, he says there's nothing to make fun of. I'm moving on. Take care, John. Great offerings, April. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think this is totally and completely different than anything I've ever seen. And I'm probably going to make some predatory publishers pretty upset. But you know what? I don't care. I want to put them out of business so that people that are confused and just need help and need some expert guidance are not going to have to be taken in by these guys. So that's a big part of why I'm doing what I'm doing. And because I'm always looking to innovate and evolve the training programs that I put together. So I love the fact that I'm now able to serve so many more people instead of only being able to run my class twice a year. I'm now able to just have people coming in an evergreen fashion and getting the help exactly where they are. And I am so proud of my team too. I want to do a shout out to the amazing team that I have grown, that most of them started as my students and have just loved what they've been doing and started to help others. And that has now turned into, we're building a business together. And it just makes me really happy to see that there are other people out there that want to help authors, and I get to be a part of helping them to grow their business as well. Right.
I have a question about signing up for the mastermind. When it asks for your login, is that is that for people who've already previously been in the self-publishing mastermind program? Because it doesn't recognize my email. Okay.
No, I'm not surprised it doesn't recognize your email. I have explained to Naira, my assistant, that we might have to, I've asked her to go through all of the people who were part of the mastermind and make sure to get them connected to the new platform with the appropriate email address that they want.
The platform itself is new.
Yeah, it's all relatively new. And so we're doing our best to add people. Okay. So if you send an email and just I'm going to put Naira's email address here, info@thelittleLabradoodle.com. Or if you just go to my website and you submit a question or email me personally, respond to one of my emails, and we will be happy to help you get you all set up and make sure that the membership shows up correctly. So if right now you go in and you purchase the 90-day way or the mastermind, then it's going to give you access to all of that calendar. But for people that have been in it already before, we might need to make some tweaks. For example, you may have a thing that says you're already in the mastermind up to a certain date. We want to get that over to the new platform and extend it out for a year if you're signing up for an extra year.
So maybe it doesn't apply to me because I've been in one of your programs before, and then you had like a free, at that time, free few months to the mastermind. And so,
Right.
but I never officially signed up for a mastermind so maybe,
Just go on to the Self-Pub Made Simple. I'll put it in here, madesimple.com/mastermind. And then I'll go here and share the screen.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I can kind of walk through that with you. Self-Pub Made Simple/mastermind. And you're going to see this Authorpreneur Mastermind. It shows the calendar. If you want to view the calendar and zoom into it, you can just click there and it'll bring you to that. And then it talks about what you get being part of the program. And then you've got the sign up right here. So you will be able to sign up. Whoops. Oh, so much for that. Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah, so here it is. You'll get the sign up here. It says $99 and duration is 12 months. So it will automatically set your expiration date for the mastermind. And then anytime you're registering for any event, it will say, it's free for mastermind members. And when you click to register, you just make sure that you log in. So it shows, oh, yep, this is a mastermind person and you're good to go. Okay.
Thanks. I see it. I just think that maybe I'll just have to email Naira because I did those steps. So I guess it didn't matter whether I was mastermind or not before. Thanks.
Okay. Yep. Jennifer says, I'm not ready to move towards publishing yet. I'm probably going to join the 90-day way to try to get my ducks in a row and keep learning. That's wonderful. So if you're not quite ready for publishing yet, then you could just, use these drop-in sessions and be a part of the mastermind. Although you're not going to get the level of training that you will going through the introductory program. So my 90-day way, every single module has videos and templates and tools, and it takes you through 12 modules to get you to have you go from, not knowing much of anything about self-publishing all the way through to a best-selling book launch. So it's a fantastic way. And if you purchase that 90-day way, you'll have access to that course. That does not go away. And you'll have also access to, for 6 months, to all of the live support that goes along with this that we've just talked about.
Okay, that's good to know. I just know that I'm not ready because I have so many stories in the wings, and I also am not ready to pay for an illustrator and stuff. So I'm just trying to figure out, I'm just trying to keep learning till I can figure out the other areas and maybe, get a limited liability company and stuff set up. I don't know yet what I'm doing, but
Yeah.
I had a question about the 90-day way. So do we sign up if you're on the 90-day way? Not the 90-day way, the mastermind. If you have these courses scheduled, do people sign up for those courses, or is there a Zoom meeting, or do you get emails about it? How do you know?
Yeah. So you sign up. Are you talking about signing up for the mastermind?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you sign up for that, then pay the 99, you'll get a year for that. That gives you a lot of
Mhm.
opportunity to dial in whenever you want to. But so this is the logistical stuff that might be a little tricky at first. I'll probably be emailing people and saying, here's the schedule for the week with all the links. But the
Mhm.
goal is to get to the point where once you can go in and say, yes, I'm going to go to this one and this one and this one, and then it auto emails you prior to it starting with the link and a reminder, so
Mhm.
that you're able to connect at the right level, and you
Okay.
won't have any issues with it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be, I expect hiccups at first, but we are setting it up so that when you go in, you will see, hold on, I'm going to share my screen. You will see the upcoming events. So here's my Marketing Monday. So if somebody says, I want to register for this Marketing Monday, which is part of the night of this mastermind, they can come in here, and if they're not a member, I'm allowing people to purchase, attendance for that day. But if they are a member, they're just going to have to go in here and register, and then they'll get an automatic reminder, and they'll get the information that they need with the link to be able to participate. So all of this I'm working on getting plugged in so that all the registration and all of that will be easy to do. I'll also be sending out, for anybody that joins, I'll send out the copy of the calendar with the specific links for each one of the sessions, like what's the link that you got to join each time. And I think that can help just smooth things out until we make sure all of this is working correctly. Okay. Right. Well, we are past the time. Oh, Jennifer says, are the 90-day way meetings in the evening? Yeah, so there are things both in the daytime and meeting options available. Evening, I mean, options available, because some people can't do evenings and some people can't do daytime. So I've made sure that every offering has both a day and an evening option available. And if you find that you really want to participate in something and it's never at a time that you can make it, I'd love that feedback, so that number one, you will have recordings available, but number two, I really would like to make sure that I understand where we might need to tweak some things in order to make other options available for people. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for your time and your engagement here. Nice to see you all, and I look forward to a very successful April 1st launch of this. It'll be April Fool's Day. You're going to have to come in and see what happens on April Fool's Day. So at least come to one of the events, and I'm going to do some additional things and giveaways and stuff like that to make it fun during our first week of launch. Have a great day, everybody.
Sorry, just to clarify, what is the very first time slot that you're going to do something at? Because I know you had those things that were specific to your coaches and everything.
Yeah. So let me just go up to the calendar here.
10 o'clock.
Is it 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock?
I think 10 o'clock Monday.
Monday. Let me just, I just want to look, because some of that, I think that was my team and my coaches meetings.
And that's East Coast.
East Coast. Let me see.
10 o'clock East Coast, because it would be.
Yeah, so that's the my team meeting. So the first kickoff for the folks that want to be here on April 1st, we're going to get started at 8 p.m. with the Marketing Monday session, and I'm going to be digging into a lot of the stuff that I do with using Wix. And I've got a couple of other open topics and things that we're going to focus on around marketing. So I'm still finalizing a couple of potential visitors that are going to be dropping in on Monday with me.
So that's 8 o'clock.
So 8 p.m. Eastern on Monday, because the earlier sessions are for my team and my other programs for my small group coaching. So those sessions. And then Tuesday morning, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern is when we'll start with websites. And then Bobby Hinman will be here at 11 Eastern with talking about writing picture books. And then Denise will be leading a session for people that are brand new to self-publishing and need a little bit of an intro and have questions about getting started on their self-publishing journey. So I look forward to seeing more of you, and I will be popping into all of those sessions as we get started, just so that I can take any learning and apply it to improving the program as well.